Greetings from the Grave. Haddonfield's homeboy, Jamie Myers.
Killer King of Crystal Lake. Zero Voorhees.
So the hidden gem for you guys would be Going to Pieces, The Rise and Fall of the Slasher Genre. It comes in book form, and it comes in DVD documentary form.
Good reference.
If you don't like documentaries, I don't know what to fucking tell you, and you obviously must be a platinum devil, and must just like remakes and bullshit all the way around. But that is a good reference tool, man, for people who are just getting into shit.
They will show you shit you probably never even heard of.
Oh, they'll definitely show you shit you never even heard of.
Another thing that I was thinking was, here was another thing. Another example of how the remakes are all about the ego of the people doing it and the ease of name recognition. Why couldn't we have, instead of the Friday the 13th remake, why couldn't we have Friday the 13th Part 12?
I would have liked that.
You know, just cut, excuse me, cut out the Jason's mom thing, cut out the potato sack thing, and just kind of flex the story a bit to where it's just this Jason doing what he's been doing since 6, 7, 8. You know what I mean? Like,
well, why not just pick it up from 7?
Why not pick it up from 7? Yeah.
People hate Jason Goes to Hell so much.
Or Jason Takes Manhattan.
Yeah, pick it up from 8. Pick it up from either one of those.
Yeah. I mean, a midquel would have been cool. Because here's what Brad Fuller and Andrew Form and Michael Bay are saying to all the old school Friday the 13th. Fuck you, we can do it better.
Yeah, and
it doesn't matter if you like the classic. Fuck you, we can do it better. Here it is. And you can't. That's the thing, yeah. That's the irony of the whole deal. But that's what they're saying, and that's why I hate the Nightmare on Elm Street remake so much. Because even though it is well known that I am not a Freddy fan.
Oh.
At all.
Oh, me and this guy have gotten to many a Freddy versus Jason
But I still
arguments.
respect what Nightmare on Elm Street did. I still respect Robert Englund for what he did, and I still respect Wes Craven and the whole Nightmare on Elm Street legacy for what they did. It may not be my cup of tea, you know, it might be like Freddy Krueger, all I gotta do is wake up. What kind of bullshit is that? Believe me, I was the king of talking shit of Nightmare on Elm Street.
This is true.
But
we used to get into it for hours.
We used to get bloody, buddy.
Still, I'll tell you guys right now, still, Freddy vs. Jason, to me, Freddy whooped that ass.
And you know what? In a way, he did. He did get more hits. He did get more cuts. But when Jason got his hits, it was more powerful. But really, I mean, Freddy vs. Jason was one-sided. The story was about Freddy.
Yeah, it was more one-sided.
Jason was just the pawn in it. And, you know, it was like they called up 100 people. If Freddy fought Jason, who would win? Freddy. And they just got lucky. I mean, really, it was a one-sided fight. It was Freddy's story. It wasn't Jason's.
Yeah.
So,
pretty much.
Of course, but, you know, and then they just kind of well, we'll give Freddy more hits, but we'll make Jason's more powerful, and we'll give Jason more kills, and then at the end we'll have Jason carrying his head, but then, you know, Freddy's still alive, leaving it open for Freddy versus Jason versus Ash, versus Leatherface, versus Michael Myers, versus Barack Obama. I mean, who knows where it's going to go.
This could go on and on.
It could go on and on. It could go on for days. Jason versus Christopher Walken. Why the fuck not? Let's do it.
Jason versus Clint Eastwood and Charles Bronson from the grave.
At the same time. And Clint Eastwood ain't even dead yet.
Versus Ace Ventura.
Versus Ace Ventura.
With a special guest tag team partner, Carrot Top.
Oh my god. And Yahoo Serious. That dude from Australia that everyone loved for 2 weeks. And now he's gone. But anyway. Oh my god, what has happened to my beloved horror? What has happened?
Just got to get back to the basics.
And the basics of all horror is originality.
Yep.
That's all we're asking. I don't know how far this video is going to go. I don't know how many subscribers I'm going to lose. I don't know how many subscribers I'm going to gain. All I do is I know this. And anyone can argue with me all day long. When I get that phone hooked up, I will give you the number and you can call me and I will debate you for hours. Remakes are ripoffs. Period. Period. They are not better at all. Even Rob Zombie himself would tell you this. Whether you like Halloween or not. What he wanted to do, I respect him for. But what he had to do, he had to do. And everyone fucking hates him for it. But yet these plagiarism devils can come out and slap a piece of shit in between a fucking sandwich and call it the Big Mac, and everybody's fucking fine with it. Everybody's fine. Everybody's happy with Freddy. But everyone gets mad at fucking Rob Zombie because of what he did to Halloween. That makes no fucking sense to me. It boggles. I want to wrap duct tape around my head to keep my eyes from bleeding. It's the most ridiculous argument to think that it's nothing more.
I think Jackie Moon even knows that it's going to be a piece of shit.
In the back of his mind, I pray to God he hopes so.
Because my old lady follows him on Twitter just to see what he says about...
He's getting big-headed already.
He hasn't said a word.
Really?
Yeah, so I think he even knows it's a piece of shit.
Yeah, if I played Freddy, I'd be saying
it's Robert Englund or nothing. Just like with the Hellraiser remake that's coming out.
See,
that
I'm
Clive
not supporting
Barker
that.
is doing,
I'm not supporting
that. It's not
that.
Doug Bradley. It's Doug Bradley or nothing at all.
It doesn't... If it's Doug Bradley, yeah, maybe. But it's not going to be.
No.
I mean,
did I buy Deader when it came out?
No. As a matter of fact, we have a picture...
Did I buy Hellworld when it came out? Yes.
Yeah.
Doug Bradley.
Hell on Earth.
Bought that when it came out. I have all that shit. But this new one, am I going to go see it? Fuck no.
We have
not
a
even
picture
close, man.
of what the old Pinhead looks like and the new Pinhead looks like, and you tell us. You see what I'm saying? Now they're remaking all this crap. I mean, I'm not... Shame on Clive Barker for not standing behind his original movie and saying, no, I'm fucking happy with the way Hellraiser is. I don't need to do this remake bullshit.
But nope, he even fell into the...
But even so, shame on Clive Barker. Fuck Clive Barker now, right in his face. If he and fuck Sean Cunningham for letting Friday the 13th go, and fuck Wes Craven for letting Nightmare on Elm Street go. All of these directors, and I used to think very highly of directors and people, you know. But really, it's, you know, I shouldn't even say that because it's not even up to them. It's up to the goddamn company that owns them.
Yeah.
So never mind Wes Craven. But if I was Wes Craven, I'd be more vocal against this.
I wouldn't be...
Be like, yeah, you can own my movie, but you can't own me.
Yeah.
And say some shit.
Or I would go against the grain. With these remakes, and being Wes Craven, I'd be like, okay, you can fucking remake my movie. But I see it every step of the fucking way. Every inch, every word that is laid down on a script, every fucking detail.
Right.
I oversee everything.
And that's the thing, is he probably doesn't have that power. So I shouldn't say that. But to
John
Clive
Carpenter
Barker...
doesn't give a shit.
John Carpenter doesn't care.
He's said a million times, do whatever the fuck you want with it, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I just collect the check off it.
My bad on saying that last thing. But I mean, still, it's up to the movie companies, and it's the movie execs that are doing this. I have a thing in our favorites. It's from the Movie Preview Critic that you guys should listen to. It's about 8 minutes long, and it's from a Hollywood exec spilling the beans on everything that we're saying right now. So we do have backup proof. Now, it's all alleged right now, and this is just the first of a series that's coming, but check it out, and you'll see what we're talking about. So, yeah. Remakes are garbage.
Remakes fucking suck ass. I don't like them.
We're not going to back or support any of them. Hellraiser is going to be...
Garbage.
Child's Play.
Those are going to be sequels, actually.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, then that's all good. I Spit on Your Grave is getting remade.
And if they... Which is going to be retarded, because it's not going to be nowhere near... They're not going to put a rape film in the theaters. Sorry.
Well, they did with Last House on the Left.
45 minutes of rape and 20 minutes of kill. They're not putting that in the fucking movie. If the Child's Plays get turned into a remake, but at least Brad Dourif is still doing the voice. That's the one thing those have on them. Brad Dourif is doing the voices on them. He had just signed a deal.
I don't know if it's a remake. I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be down with it, but at least he's doing it. At least it's him though.
Yeah, that's cool. And if Hellraiser gets remade and it ends up being Doug Bradley, that'll still be cool. But because he's just an actor, you know.
Yeah.
And so all that's fine and good, but the whole bottom line of the remake is why? Why remake?
Why not just do a sequel?
Or something. It's just...
Or a whole brand new story of something else.
This new generation needs to demand original horror. That's what all this comes down to, boys and girls. Demand original horror. Stop being the brainless fucking puppets of the movie companies and let's get back to work, dude. We've lost all kinds of time already. We've lost all kinds of horror movies that have came out and have just been overshadowed. It's time to declare war. And we're going after them, and we hope you come with us. That's all I'm saying.
And we lose some of you along the way, that's just the way it has to be.
Vaya con Dios, amigos.
And if we gain some of you along the way, welcome aboard.
Right on. So we'll see you guys next week with more Horror from the Grave.